Good evening, everyone. Hello. We are unmuted. Yes, we are unmuted. Hi, guys. Welcome in. Is everyone doing? Let's see. Oh, congratulations on Infinite Coder and getting first. Hi, Axioma. Luther's. Oh, I missed out on the first. Set a slipshod. Cyber Bees, Redstone Archivist, Ruby! Hi! We got a little shout out for Ruby because he deserves it. He's amazing. Miss Maury, you know what you're going to be doing? Ruby, I do this to all my friends. Oh, we got cat ears. What color cat ears are we going for? Who redeemed the cat? Why did it not? Oh, yeah. Randoms. What color would you like? I also need to add a new redemption. Purple. I do have purple. Let me get the purple ears on before we get into the game. There she is. Oh, I just saw something. Is that serious? Wandering Traders arrived, which means I've got 40 minutes to get them. Anyway, give me a second. I need to set up. I forgot to set this up. I need to set up a new channel point redemption. Axolotl. Spell that. Get me to breed the axolotls. Because we've got a lot of work to do there. Let me see. What would be a good amount? Let's go 500. And I have to put a cooldown on this. So cooldown. I gotta say every certain amount of time. Okay. Maybe just so I'm not constantly doing it. So that'll be a good amount of time. Okay, new channel point redemption is there. I do want to add a picture to it, but I haven't I'll get round to that at some point. Lithers, good, well done. Also, the question is, do I have the materials to breed the axolotls right now? For those who missed it, I think this was it was my last stream. We got ourselves some axolotls. We got a little fish tank here inside our base. CZ, how are you doing? Good to see you. And as you can see, I actually have been breeding these guys. So we're gonna grab a whole bunch of these. We're gonna grab all these buckets and we're gonna refill them. If I couldn't get first, then at least I get the first axolotl. Yes. Maybe you'll get lucky and you'll get the blue one. But let's head over to the location where we can get all our tropical fish, aka the Mangrove Kingdom, because they get lots of dudes. Compiler. What is the translation? I have no idea what compiler is in Gaelic. I'll have to check out the dictionary. Here, let's take a second and have a look. English to Irish. Here's the dictionary. Who uses like Google Translate these days when you can have an actual book? Compile, C-O-M-P. Siom Sahor. Well, that's the direct translation. It says Siom Sahor or Siom Su compilation. Yeah, there you go. Version for comparison. Kolinta. Yeah, Kolinta comparison. This could be it, yep. Tionsium is the to compile, so that's how you Tionsium is I compile. Tionsian. Ugh, that's a Tiomsian. Compilers are program that converts code in a text language to what computer can understand. Or it's a person who makes compilations, I guess. True. That's I suppose. Does it say this in a computer context? No, it doesn't say necessarily whether it's different in a computer context. I would imagine that they probably just use the same word in computer speech, in text speech. If you reverse it, though, you get fulfilled. Yeah, so that would be a Leonta. Lenum sus. Lenum. That's a mouthful. Lenum sus. So the fun thing in Gaelic, you can combine the word me with the verb. So the two words can be combined. So Leonum is I fill, which you have to separate the words if it's other context. I see a new portal over there. Interesting. I don't think it's going to help me get the right fish though. Okay. We have a couple of missions today. One is to fill up my barrel with more tropical fish so that I can breed more fish, more axolotls. I'm also going to show you the progress I have made so far with the axolotls because I have been doing a little bit of occasional breeding to see what dudes we get. Also, for some reason, there is a random chicken in this place too. Give me the fish before they all die. There, I see. This is what happens. Is that like while I'm doing this, there's a bunch of bodies that end up. Here's the chicken of the sea. Okay, we managed to save that fish at least. Or what's going to happen is basically it's going to die. Can I please get the Axie that I wanted named Axie, please? Oh, the axolotl. Wait, did you have a particular color? So the two colors that could be changed are, I think, the wild one and the cyan one. Those are the official breeds of axolotl by name. Okay, where are you guys? Here we go. Catching these guys is not always easy, especially if they fall. Don't mind the color, just the first one you choose to breed. Oh, cool! I could try that with the Okay, and shoot. I have just messed up their water. Sorry, I'm gonna blame the fish. The fish messed up the water. Anyway, how have people been? Have people been having a nice weekend? Hope everyone's been having a good Saturday so far. Like we've had SBK episodes out today. I have not had a chance to check out Vikings video yet, though. I think I am familiar with some of the things that happened in it. AKA his secret project, which is not really so secret anymore. Yeah, the fish do the thing. Okay, I need to get a little bit further away so some more will spawn. Let's pop over here, and then we should be far enough away that some will spawn. Fish personally put that block of water. I've seen it. Yes. Hydrate, guys. Keep yourselves hydrated. So let's see. We've had, yeah, I did manage to catch Leon's video today, while I was grabbing dinner, before stream. So I was thrilled to manage to get to do that. Grab you. And where are you? There's a colorful one there. And I've got a couple buckets left. Hello, sailor. Wait, you guys bounce so much. Whoa. Oh, Oh, okay. Have to really aim. Where is the rest of these dudes? Come on. And one more. I think that's my inventory full of these dudes. Ah, one last bucket. Okay, well, we'll get this last bucket in. Fish personally put that... Oh, yep, sorry. Rereading things that have come in chat already. Oh, here we go. Oh, shoot. Where are you? Come on. See, they keep falling down and dying. Here we go. There we go. Okay, right. I think that is a full inventory. Let's go. Try to finish off my diamond art before I have to go to work at 10:30 p.m. AEST. 6:04. It's early, isn't it? That is early for you. Now, does that mean that it's been early for you or it's late? It's like that could also be interpreted as incredibly late. Depends on whether you slept last night or not. Because like some people are good at getting up early in the morning. I don't do well at getting up that early. You're a night shift? Ah, okay. That's a different experience, I suppose. I don't think I've ever really worked a job which requires a night shift. I've worked unusual hours because, well, I work in music. You're a baker? Oh, cool. The world is slow and quiet. Yeah. So I would be... my unusual hours are generally because I run... I work with musical groups, amateur musical groups. A lot of the time, they happen during hours when everyone else is not working because, well, it's usually like a hobby time. Like people come and do things for, come do musical theater or choirs or stuff in the evening time after work. So my work is entertaining everyone. Right, so let me just clear out my inventory. We've got some... Is this supposed to be in my inventory? It's not. Okay. And then we can go breed our fish. Or, sorry, axolotls. I don't know why I keep these dudes. I don't really need them. I normally would be waking up now 4 p.m, but I got up a bit earlier today. Ooh. Early riser today, Slip. Okay. We have enough fish to keep us going for a little bit. Now. Yo, Lukash, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. If you want to let us know how your day is going, please do. If you want to just sit back and relax, that's also fine. Okay. First of all, I'm going to just catch you up on the progress so far. I've been keeping an eye on it in my inventory book. So, here are the axolotls we've got. We've managed to get 3 leucistic. I think I pronounced that right. 5 wild, 3 gold, and 2 cyan. Oh, also, I need to... Since I'm going into the tank, I might as well have the... Get the... Oh, I just remembered. There is a wandering trader somewhere nearby. Two seconds. Wandering trader one... Oh, it's nighttime. They're going to be harder to find during nighttime. Miss Moore, have a drink and a snack now. Ready for stream. Sit back, relax. With all that it is. There is definitely a dude somewhere around here because I saw it pop up in chat a few minutes ago. And we were not close enough for him to despawn yet. There he is. Okay. Right, let's get emeralds. Well, we haven't even got to the main meat of the stream today. What I want to do today is I want to build out a platform to see if we can get some goats. Because everyone is biting at the bit. Did I get chomping at the bit? To get goats. They want goat horns. Yeah, looks like we need to do that. Okay, first of all, let's see. Let's grab a name tag. Okay. And the name we were looking for... Where is the thing? Clip that. Stream, radio, blah, blah, blah. Just a sec. Where is the... Bum, 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 bum. Sorry, I'm just checking something here. No. Button. Manage post. Channel point. Add there. That's what I was looking for. Right. Now I can do it. I am so organized today, guys. Okay. Was this one? Manage reward requests. Pop out. Okay, I don't know why it's not doing that. Did I get... Where is that name? Maybe it was... Let me scroll back up. Because it was Luther's? No. Who redeemed the name again? Axie. That's what we're looking for. Axie. There we go. Right. Let's put that name on this here. I think I've got a anvil up there. Get this server goated. Totally. Okay, dude. What do you have for sale that I want to buy? Oh, more firefly bushes. I don't really want to buy them. Don't need to buy pumpkin seeds. I'll buy the purple dye. Yeah, these are good. Invis potions. Actually, oh, it's only one. Okay, that's reasonable. It's not the worst. It's not the best, but it is a reasonable and reasonable stuff. Okay, let's throw these into our chests because I am organized. And it'll be good to actually... It's good to actually have a couple more... A little bit more green dye. Snow and ice. And... Potions in here. And... Axie! Okay, so... It is whichever dude gets in the way of the... Name tag first is going to get the name tag. Now, one problem I have had occasionally is I've actually found it difficult to breed these guys and get two each time. Occasionally, it just like ends up me breeding the wrong dudes. Okay, so first of all, I think I'm gonna change Brownie out to Axie. So Brownie's now Axie. And what we're going to do, let's try and hit Barbie and Ken with these dudes. And Barbie. Okay, Barbie and Ken. Let's get the little dude, which we got another yellow. Oh, I do love the coral, but it does get in the way. This makes it a little bit of a challenge, breeding these dudes. There we go. Okay, so that's golden. That's a gold one. I need to remember that. So now it's Axie and Blueberry. Axie and Blueberry. Axie and Blueberry. Let's go. Oh, they wanted Axie to be the baby? Oh, okay. I will point out I'm not naming the baby axolotls. For now. You good? Good. Axie's in here, so we're gonna breed Axie. And Blueberry. There we go. Make it a baby. And we got another wild one. Okay. Oh, come on. Yes. So, the reason why I am not taking requests for names of the baby axolotls is so that I can keep track of what they are. Because unfortunately, all axolotls look pink. So, because they all look pink in the buckets, I can't keep track of what we've gotten so far. And if I want to share them with others on the server, I want to be able to easily sell. So gold is up to 4, wild is up to 6. Wild is very popular. It's a very common one, though I think it is like a 50-50 chance that'll be one of the parents, or a very, very high chance that'll be one of the parents that gets it. Okay, where have I been keeping animals in buckets? So, see, wild is now completely filled up and has filled up one row. Gold is over here. So let's see. So far, Barbie has got 4. Now Axie is his name. So Axie's got 6. Blueberry has only got 2, and then no, sorry, that's Ken. Ken's got 4, and Barbie's got 3. Ooh, Vex, Fox, Fix. Congrats on getting the 5 stream streak. Not had to go back and check because I was convinced that you'd named them backwards. Oh, but no, I was wrong. Streamer knows what he's doing. I have been trying. I've been trying. 49.99+% either parent, and then tiny percentage to be blue. Yeah, a very, very small percentage. So we are a long way probably from getting the blue one. But again, like the chances of getting a blue one are exactly the same every time you breed 2 axolotls. Every single time, the chance is the same. So as we go, it stays the same chance. Probability is that as we do it more often, is that we may get a blue axolotl the more we do it. But the probability of each breed stays the same. So, yeah, that's how probability works. Right, what are we going to do today? I need to get some stone. Oh, looks like we might need to craft up some stone. Or potentially we just go get some from, we go mine some. So it increases each generation. I didn't know that. It doesn't actually increase. No, the chances don't actually increase. Does it? That would require it to retain information from the previous generation. So like if you get 2 babies, then it would require those babies to retain a little bit of information that they've come from parents. And then I thought that's what you were saying. No. What I'm saying is the way probability works is that just because you have done the breeding before does not change the probability the next time you're breeding them. So the next time I'm breeding those axolotls, there's the exact same chance that I'll get a blue one. That's okay. It's math. It's not supposed to be easy. It's a funny thing because like people not everyone understand. It gets thinks like a lot of people think like with probability it means like, oh, the more you do this, the more work you're more likely to get it. Yeah, yes and no. But each breeding session has got the same chance. It just means that what happens is, because you have done far more breeding, so if you combine all the breeding sessions you've done, then there's a higher chance across the board. So if I've bred those axolotls 100 times, because I've done it 100 times, there is a greater the chance is that, okay, there's a greater chance that I will have gotten that teeny tiny percentage of the blue guys coming out. But with each individual breeding session, technically it's the same. But if you Lynn, on top of that is Minecraft math. But if you breed them 100 times, your chance of getting one blue will increase. Yes, so across the whole bunch of breeding sessions, if I count them all together, the 100 times, there's a greater chance overall that yeah. But if I'm going from, oh yeah, I came over here because these guys have got a nice stone generator. But if I'm just like thinking about the individual breeding sessions, themselves, exact same chance each time. But each breed, that stats is the same. Yeah. So it's just like a broad thing. Okay, I want to do a quick check and see how much stone is actually in these. So, let's just do a little bit, and we can chat while this is happening. F3T. Oh, I love this. But I'll tell you what, I'm going to do what Viking does and do this. Because we're going to need a bit of stone. So what we actually... So to get... So for us to get goats, we need to find a location where goats will spawn. And we also need to build out a platform which goats will spawn on. So I've done a little bit of research. Goats will spawn on stone. And we have a location which is a jagged peak. So there's a jagged peak biome out near the end portal. So the one that Alfie's been building his thingo about out. So we do have a location where we can do the things. Camera a bit blurry. Oh. Ay. Here, let me have a quick look on the things. That is... So OBS is showing it fine. Yeah, it's a bit blurry on the YouTubes for some reason, on the platforms for some reason. That is a bit strange. I'm guessing it's not translating particularly well across the OBS or something like that. Maybe it's just not doing... Yeah, might not be uploading very well. Tell you what, we could do game mode as well. Then that way it's a little less obvious. It's just blurrier. That's a bit weird. Oh, it might be just like some kind of weird setting that is affecting the camera or something like that. A YouTuber starts with an A in a stream about goats. A YouTuber that starts with an A in a stream about goats. Yes. If I had a nickel for every time a YouTuber explained to chat the law of super averages, I'd have 2 nickels. How did someone else explain that? Oh. Okay, gonna leave that there for a second. Just what was that? Had a message there just pop in. Oh, that's just an adventure bot thing. Oh, the camera is just slightly covered with ice. Wrong season. I was season 2. I was the ice guy. Avid when getting his goat mount on Misadventures. Oh, he went into it too. Yep. It's the same thing. Like, that's the way it's probability, yeah. So, head starts with an A and a stream about goats. I'm kind of... This is partially Avid's fault that I am doing a goat stream. Of course, the nice thing is I only need to get a couple of goats. And then we're sorted. Because I only need a breeding pair. That's all I need. A breeding pair of goats and we are home for Christmas. Jeez, where did that phrase come out of? I know where it came from, but like... Never thought I'd say it. Oh, the buzzing sound. The buzzing sound. The thing is, we will be breeding goats. So, Vex, I think... Someone's gonna have to maybe double check this for me, but I'm pretty sure... So, the reason why we're going for goats is we're going for goat horns. And if I go for goat horns, I'm going to want to gather all the different types of goat horns that there are. Because I think it's 8 different types of goat horns, if I remember correctly. But I'm also pretty sure 4 of the goat horns come from screaming goats. And then the other 4 come from normal goats. So... we may have to do screaming goats. Custom goat horns are probably the main reason why we're going for goat horns. So that is... And that doesn't require any extras, thankfully. The nice thing about the custom goat horns is we just need goat horns. They don't need to be any specific type of goat horns. So, but I do know that people are interested. Particularly Avid and Fool and PyPy and a couple of the others are big into the custom sounds package stuff. Let me just do a quick check here. Yes, that's doing fine. Just making sure it wasn't full. I figured that was the pull to them though. Oh yeah, like the thing is, like Avid, when I told him that I was interested in doing the goat, seeing if we can get the goat stuff going, he had no real interest in having like the traditional goat sounds. So horns. All he like the thing that he is like, and the same with the others. The others are all like, I want goat horns for custom sounds. That's what I want. So let's head out to the location. And we're going to just put down a large platform. But not Marm. She doesn't like all the Avid custom sounds. Well, hello there. See you, Nukari. Ooh. Oh, I'm also quite tired today. So, like, this is definitely, like, a day for just, like, doing something that doesn't require a huge amount of effort. Right, so one thing I also have to make sure with the Go platform is I'm pretty sure that the light level needs to be 7 or higher. Or maybe it's 8 or higher. So we're going to have to spread out our lighting sources. Now, why is there a... What is that doing there? Hello? What is this? Random staircase. J Dudes, welcome in. How are you doing? Did I find the location in Creative World? Nope. Actually, so when we did built out this direction. We knew that there was a snowy biome here, so if you... Oh, actually, you can't see it here. If I do this, can you see it? Actually, yeah, you can kind of see it there on the screen. So underneath the gold thing, you'll see facing and biome. So the biome is Jagged Peaks. So yeah, I used Mini HUD to check and see what the biome was in this area. So yeah, this is the Jagged Peaks, and I'm pretty sure, almost 100% positive, that this is a location where goats will spawn. I do need to take that down. I could, in theory, actually, let's see. Let's do biome border. Have a wee look. I could, in theory, bring it down a little bit lower. Oh, that's deep dark. Okay, well, deep dark is not what we want. But it's... I think, honestly, like, the best thing for us to do is just to build a big, giant platform. Keep building, and we'll get some lanterns out, light out, so that's bright. And then we can just... Eventually, goats will start spawning. And we will have to be careful because the goats may knock us off. I should have brought some buckets of water. Yeah. Let's go grab some buckets because I didn't bring any buckets with me. So that I could just like put down some water in places just in case I get knocked off by a random goat spawning. Because inevitably what will happen is I'll build a huge platform. It'll take ages. And then when a goat eventually does spawn, it'll probably spawn and then try and knock me off the edge. And I won't be paying attention. So, yeah, we're gonna try and avoid that. We can. Ender Pearl Chamber. True, I could do the Ender Pearl Chamber. Sounds like a water curtain would be helpful. I don't think I'm gonna do full water curtain. That's probably a little bit much. But I could just put down some bits of water here or there. Okay, we'll grab that. The other option is that I put a barrier up around the side. Okay, I gotta do a quick bit of research because I should have researched this. So, goat. Because I know to get the horns, you have to get them to hit certain blocks. So let's see. Goat horn drop. When they charge it to a solid block, these include stone, coal ore, copper ore, iron ore, emerald ore, logs, and packed ice. Oh, please tell me. Oh my god. Well, hello, gentlemen and ladies and everyone in between. Hello. Hi, Avid. How are you doing? How was Phasmo? Hi, guys. Welcome in. My name is... If you do not know who I am, my name is Nather. I'm an Irish content creator who plays an awful lot of Skyblock. I play with Avid MC on Skyblock Kingdoms SMP. And we're currently making a goat farm. Well, hopefully creating a goat farm. We're going to make a big giant platform and hope some goats show up. So that'll actually make Avid pretty happy. Maybe we call one of them CC. Here, let me just catch up with everyone who came in. Darth Vader, Night Wolf, Moonstar, Kid a Bear, Gore Bunny, something very creative. Ooh, nice name. Frog Mime, Hirishni, Nala, hi. Lols. Lois? No, yeah, it is Lols. Avid, Miss Mays May, Diana Darnale? Did I say that? I don't know if I said that right. Den Mother Rosa. Musical, hi. Creeper John. And I think I managed to get everyone there. And also Gore Bunny, thank you so much for the follow here on Twitch. We had a raid of 68 raiders coming in from Avid MC. Thank you so much. It's pronounced Dane. Dane. Okay, I'll try to remember that. Goat farm. You're making a farm that generates more of you. Could try. Don't know how to make that particular farm. You guys were doing Phasma with Cam, weren't you? How was that? Was it good times? How many successful? I have not played Phasma in such a long time. But it was good times when I did play it. I think yeah, you kind of end up having to play with like friends and stuff like that. And I just haven't really, I suppose I haven't really asked in a bit. Dane, thanks so much for the 200 biddies. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Avid killed Cam. How many times did he kill Cam? Though, knowing that I played, considering I played Phasmo, are you sure it's Avid's fault? Because, like, usually if someone dies, it's the fault of the person who's died, not the other way around. Whimsy Waker, or what? Waker did the greatest scream. Name generator, Blueberry. Who's getting the name Blueberry? Are we going to call one of the goats Blueberry when they eventually show up in the world muse? Last one was Onryo. Mimicking a mimic, mimicking a Yuri. Oh, okay. Fascinating. Anyone. Oh, we can name anyone. Maybe we'll go back and call one of the villagers Blueberry. That way that way we don't have to wait for a goat to show up, because the goats may take a while. We do have an axolotl named Blueberry, so I'm not going to name another axolotl Blueberry, but we can call we'll name one of the brain is thinking. Double M17, thanks so much. Double M17, thanks so much for the follow on Twitch. We do have an axolotl named Blueberry. Was that a channel point redemption? I'm going to name something else. Bubblegum, ice cream. Brain is going things. Dine, yes, we do Gaelic, Irish Gaelic translations. Because I am fluent. And just sometimes people like to ask me to translate something. Because it's fun. Angel 3... And if actually, fun fact, guys, if someone comes in and uses Gaelic in chat, I will speak to them back to them in Gaelic, because it's only polite. Do I have spare iron in here? Yes, I do. In the 3, that. Okay, crafting table. Oh, I've got amble in there. Okay, let's just grab the amble that I have in my thing here. Fantastic.
Yes, now the rains we bore his hold, and not a soul to
I forgot I did that.
That's so cool. I'm trying to learn, but I am not good.
I forgot I did that. So guys, fun fact: if you cheer 100 biddies, it will pick I have a couple of songs that it will choose from, and you'll get one of those 3 for random. So 100 biddies will get you one of those 3 for random. 1,000 biddies will get you the llama song, guaranteed. So that I did that recently. Reef Ranger, Chulsatha, Fottis Jack. The Gaeilge and Shaw. See, we got a little bit of Irish here, so that's what happens when someone starts speaking Irish in my chat, and I just immediately switch, and everyone else is like, "What is going on? Oh, I can listen to this language all day, but I have no idea what he's saying." It's a great tune, and I'm hoping that YouTube is very, very, very nice And just, oh, I'm supposed to use this on a villager. I just remembered. Yes, nod your head and smile. That's the way to deal with Irish. I did name these guys, didn't I? Yes, Betsy and Ross. They're done. I am learning Irish. I'm very bad at it, but I figured out how to pronounce the things correctly at least. Look, if you figure out the pronunciation, that is a good bit of the battle. We're just gonna call this guy Blueberry. Yes, you are now Blueberry. Woo! And if any other village, there's a whole bunch of villagers in this tower that still need naming, so feel free to do that. Okay, back to the Gaeilge business, and we will hopefully do a good job of this. Yes, good stuff. Blueberry has been named. He has been claimed, or she has been. Let's just call them they. Like villagers in this world, in my opinion, are most animals in this world. I would honestly say are non-binary. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna get rid of this little thing here, whatever it is. I've no idea where it came from. For some reason, it just seems to have been built. I don't know who made it. Blueberry is non-berry. Yes. We got that, guys. Blueberry is non-berry. Pan non-binary animals. Yeah. So true. Now I think there is a couple of... There is some gender in Minecraft, if I remember. I'm trying to think now. What? There's definitely... I'm trying to think now. There's definitely something in Minecraft that has got gender to it. But most of it is not. Me. I am the gender in Minecraft. Yes. That is all we need to know. Let me just throw down a light here so that nothing spawns. That's going to kill me. Fabulous. That should be good enough. Okay. Right. Let's throw on the light level block here so that I make sure that I am doing this correctly. I think let's just keep building out, and eventually it'll get big enough that goats may start spawning. We are kind of close to the island over there, so that might impact spawning a little bit. But if we just build this big enough, it'll be great. Look, frog lights are a lot cheaper for the Nether Kingdom than torches. It's like we don't have the ability to cook our wood down into charcoal, so all the other kingdoms can do that, but we're a little bit handicapped in that regard. You can make the sticks, but that's about it. Place a water stream down. I should really, shouldn't I? That would be sensible, wouldn't it? I think we just do... Let's do that. Actually, just want to check. I was checking something. I was checking about the horns while this is happening. So, when a goat spawns naturally through breeding, normal goats is a bit. No, where's the goat horn stuff? Excuse me, I'm nosing thing. Goat horns. Here. Drop a goat horn when they charge into a solid block. These include stone, coal, or copper, or iron, or emerald, or logs, packed dice. There are 4 goat variants. So, do the variants get decided by what they ram into? Stone, logs, packed dice. Please tell me we don't have to hit it or block to get one of the types of horns, because if we do, that is going to be a pain. Let me see. So let's see. Let's Google goat horns. Sorry, I mean use the wiki. Okay, so let's see. How do we get the specific goat horns? Up to 2 horns can be dropped by an adult goat. Regular goats may drop these 4. Specific goat drops only 1 type of horn. The only ore block I can think of in SBK is the one in the dripstone, isn't it? See, in SBK we can't get any ore blocks because none of the outer islands are spawning. So we don't have that option. But I'm looking here and I don't know. I don't think there's nothing in the wiki that's saying that if you hit it, that I don't think it actually specifies. So I think it's just down to like goats will just drop whatever horn they have on. Okay. So I think it's just a chance. Whew. So we've got the option of getting all goat horns and we don't have to worry. I think there was maybe there was a potentially snapshot where they tried doing that, where they like said, oh, if a goat hits a specific type of block, it will do the thing. So maybe it's maybe they decided against that. I don't mind that too much. I wouldn't have minded like the whole like you hit a specific type of block and you were guaranteed this horn. But I also understand like they didn't want to do it too specific. We also need to do our work over at the thing, the build over there. For those who do not know, that there is a charity build that King Alfie put together. And it is absolutely epic. He raised, I can't even remember how much he raised, but like he raised a good amount of money for charity, that a children's hospital. With a thing called through a charity event called Extra Life, which is absolutely incredible achievement to do, considering that at that particular weekend a lot of charity work was happening. Yeah, 6 kids in Toronto. Toronto, Canada, just in case there's another Toronto out there that people think it could be for. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And at the same weekend, we were also, a whole bunch of other charity events were happening that quite a few SBKers were involved in. Okay. If anyone's wondering what that is, that leads down to an ancient city. And the bridge there is to help get a warden up out of it. Oh, my nose. I'm definitely suffering from a bit of allergies and stuff this September. Oh, that was the old... Yeah, exactly. That was the old Clump Bank employee. I'm so sad that he got fired. Well, I suppose he got relocated. But then he had an issue because he was working his job and he ended up falling off the edge, dealing with a spider. Oh, well. I think I need to... Yeah, I need to put a light here. Oh, normal goats have a pool of 4 types of horns: ponder, sing, seek, and feel. At birth or spawn, a goat gets assigned one of these 4 types and it can drop a maximum of 2 of that type. Screaming goats have a pool of 4 types of horns, different from the regular ones: admire, call, yearn, and dream. You can't get those 4 from normal goats, and they don't appear in loot chests either from the Reddit forum. Nice! I'm pretty sure that matches exactly what the wiki was saying as well. Here come the ads, doobie-doo-doo. I'm pretty sure there's a, yeah, it's a small chance. There's a small chance that you can get breeding goat. Like there's a small chance that a goat will be a screaming goat from either breeding or from natural spawning. I think there's a higher chance that it will be a screaming goat if it has been bred with another screaming goat. So if you get it from if you're breeding screaming goats, I think there's a small chance that it might give you a normal goat. But yeah, you can get screaming goats just by breeding goats. The tiny chance though is like 2%, which is still better than the blue axolotl. So at least there's that. Oh, I should bring over some boats. Okay, I'm gonna get some I'm gonna pop back and get some boats, because that's also a good way to prevent the goats from actually hitting me. Because then they're more like, then if we see a goat, we can just get them in a boat. Okay, and let me turn off these. And go grab some boats. Goats and boats and 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 goats and boats, boats and goats and boats and goats and boats and goats and boats and goats, boats and goats and boats and goats and goats and boats and goats and boats. Mm-hmm. Let's see. Probably gonna need to craft a bunch. I don't think we got a lot of boats left. Okay, for everyone who was caught in them, I hope the ads treated you well. Welcome back from them. That's on the Twitch side. Right, so let's grab some boats. Of course, the nice thing about boats is that when a goat ends up in a boat, they are also taken out of the mob cap, so it allows more goats to potentially spawn. You're putting goats in boats, so you can take 1 or 2 just a little, or stuff your bags till they're full. What? It frightens me how well I have that song memorized. Oh, it's a song. Okay. Cool. Oh, my nose. Meine Nase. I think getting a baby goat in a boat is an advancement. A goat in a boat is definitely an advancement. I know that because I think I've done it before. There was a few years back where I started a normal Minecraft gameplay, but I was doing hardcore. And the idea was to get all the advancements in the game. Let's see. I think it probably is the adventure one, I think. Surge protector isn't it? Why haven't I got this one? I thought it, oh, you have to use a brush. I thought I did that, but I actually haven't done a full 4. I haven't done it properly. Let's see. Discover every biome like as a rabbit. Where's the goat one? Okay, I don't think it's in this one then. Must be farming. Husbandry maybe? Whatever floats your goat. Get in a boat and float with the goat. Yeah, that's it. So both of you have to be in the boat. So quite a fairly straightforward advancement. Goat in a Boat by Avid MC. Oh, right. He did it. He does so much music. Sometimes it's hard to keep track. You wouldn't blame me if I didn't know all his lyrics. Especially since like I am notoriously bad at remembering lyrics anyway. So yeah. Oh, it's nice just I think it was it was last night I ended up hanging out with Marm and Abbott and just we did a trial chamber together and just because I haven't had a huge amount of time to hang out with them as much in the last little while. So it's been good. It was a good little stream to hang out with them. Do you at least know Slime in the dungeon? I know of Slime in the dungeon. Thing is, I know his song. I know of his songs. Just remembering the lyrics is the tricky bit, really, for me. I'm not the best with remembering lyrics. I'm pretty sure I have listened to the majority of his songs. Don't know if there's any that I've missed. Because, like, I am probably... I thought my phone muted. Like, I'm probably one of the few people who managed to keep up with all the videos. And by all the videos, I mean all the videos. Because I've managed to kept up with... So far, I managed to kept up with all the videos of Season 2. Will goat spawn even if you're not there, or do you need to AFK stay near the platform? I do need to be near the platform. So, I need to be... For the best rates, I need to be 24 blocks away from the platform, and no other location in the area should be close enough for me to spawn animals, or to have animals in the area. Spawn in the area. Okay, let me just put this down here. So that should have everything 7 or above, which I think is what we need. So, yeah. Sue! Welcome in. How are you doing? Agatha. Who's been messing up everything? It's been Agatha all along. Oh, the autocorrect. That's fine. Also, it gives me an opportunity to sing a little bit of that song. Honestly, like, that is one of my... I love that show. The One Division I enjoyed. And then, in particular, I really, really enjoyed Agatha All Along. Great show. And I loved the song that came out of it. Will goat spawn even if you're not there? Yeah, sorry, I saw that already. Okay, missing up. Right, I think what we have to do now is move away from this platform so it gets an opportunity to spawn some goats. Problem is, there's not really much else I can do here while waiting for goats to spawn. Here, let's go back here. We'll give it a couple of minutes. We'll have a little chat. And maybe, just maybe, a goat or two may have spawned. Let me just throw down a few boats just in case. And that way... Let's do that and that. And that. Okay, just a little bit there. And I don't think the snow layers will block any animals from spawning. Okay, and what I could do is I could show you how this technically works. So, let's use a bit of free cam. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use Mini HUD. So Mini HUD has got this really, really handy feature where you can put shapes into the world. Not physical shapes, but like it will give you a little lit up area that I can guide a shape. So here is what we have that's important. The can spawn sphere. Let's add this and turn it on. So everything within this, every area within this sphere right now, no mob can spawn within this zone because it is I'm too close to that area. Okay, so that is what the first thing we need to make sure is that we are far enough away that we're not in blocking spawns. Okay, so that is covered. Now, let's remove that. The next sphere that is important is the despawn sphere. Okay. This is probably a little bit more important because all this area here, mobs can spawn in. This entire area, mobs can spawn in. And our goats, as you can see, easily spawn there. But I had to make sure that I was far enough away from this island over here that this circle was not going to intersect with the grass down there. Because if it intersected with the grass down there, then there's a chance that mobs will spawn down there. Okay? So that's another important detail. Now, our final issue is all the mobs that are currently loaded in the world. Okay? Now, as far as I know, the loading distance on this world is 12 chunks. So, this is the chunk we're in, and if we go up 12, we should not reach that island over there. So, if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I hit a little bit? Okay, there's a tiny little bit there. So that is 12. One thing I have just realized is there's lazy chunks as well. So if there are any animals in the lazy chunks, they may count. Oh, this is a thing. That's an issue. This would technically be a lazy chunks. Are they 2 out or 1 out? Droopy Likes Your Face song, yeah. The background is a great song. I've just got the Minecraft soundtrack running in the background because I figured, you know what, it's a good one to have. And it doesn't have issues with YouTube. So YouTube does not mind. Okay, I think there's a chance that these might be lazy chunks. No. Okay, let me do a quick check. Lazy chunks. No, that's a chunk. I want chunk loading. Okay. ETBTBOIN. What is this? So, block ticking at yellow. Okay. I think it just needs to make sure that there's no animals in that area that are not boated. Okay. F3G. I'm going to pop over to this island, over to the island, and just do a quick check. Or we just move further away. That would be easier. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll just go further away. F3G. So if I go 2 more, let's just go out this far. We just move the AFK platform over a little bit, and that'll fix everything. Yeah, exactly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bum ba dum bum bum bum. All is right with the world. Also, I could do this. Aha. Right, well that guarantees that I'm now out of range of this island. The only reason why I can see it is because I've got Bobby loading it in. And Bobby is a mod which allows you to see more of the world. Nightwolf, how are you doing? Good to see you. I see the buzzy bees. Oh, I love that emote. When I was first getting emotes made for my channel, that was one of the things that came to my brain very, very quickly. I was like, I want a bee that has got J.S. Bach, the composer's hair, or wig. Actually, yeah, it's probably his wig because that was the thing of the 18th century. Is they all wore wigs, and they were fancy little wigs kind of thing. What is the buy-in for the goat farm? It is Jagged Peaks. It's also going to be incredibly slow. So, yeah. Kind of feel like maybe I should have moved it down a little bit lower. If I moved it down a little bit lower, it would have been a bit faster, but what you going to do? We'll give it a little bit of time. We can chat for a little bit, and then if we want to go do something else, we can go do something else. Oh. Bobby is a great feature in this game because if I do this, let's see, video settings. Let's see if how well this works. Okay, I'm looking that direction and I should be able to see my base, but it does load a little bit funky. The island is from the Extra Life event. Yep, it is. Oh, we're going to do it because I'm worth it, am I? Oh, let's get the hair out. Let's get the hair out. And let's get the blurry camera going. Here we go. Ah, because you're worth it. Ooh. I have a question. I am starting with Skyblock. Any tips for getting sheep's cows? Oh, good point. So it'll depend on your biome. Thank you, Kid Bear. Or maybe I'll just call you Bear. Is that okay? So, because obviously not all biomes will get you sheep or cows. So, one thing that a lot of people forget, and I don't know if this is actually going to be a thing call you kid. That's fair. I could call you kid. So, here, I'll go back to this version here. One of the things that is tricky about biomes and the starter area is that currently we still have spawn chunks. I think it's next update that they're getting rid of spawn chunks. But the thing with world spawn is that world spawn, are they getting rid of world spawn? I'm not sure if they're getting rid of world spawn. World spawn's got this funny little characteristic. Within 24 blocks of world spawn, no mobs will spawn. Okay. That might be changing in the next update. So keep that in mind. The island that you start on for Skyblock is most likely going to be completely spawn proof. Doesn't matter whether it's lit up or not, no mobs will spawn there. And because of that, you will need to move your grass 24 blocks away from spawn point. So generally what I do is like I just like move my dirt and make a little dirt trail to kind of encourage the grass to fall along the dirt, and it will spread out to my new area, which is 24 blocks away from my island. Yeah, it's plains. Just checked. The plains is a good one. So that's one way. Patience, because it takes quite a long time. As you can see, it's taking a while for goats. Goats, like similar mechanics to sheep and cows. They are passive mobs, just spawn very, very slowly. So we're currently at what, Y61, which is around the same Y level as Skyblock Island. So if you want faster, you could bring your grass platform down to the bottom of the world. Grass is hard to keep without silk touch, so that's one of the reasons why I tend to kind of like move the dirt and then just like leave a bit of grass and then let it go along a grass path, like a dirt path. So yeah, it is a tricky one. But yeah, it takes time. Sometimes some people go through the whole rigmarole of bringing the grass down to a lower Y level. That can take quite some time as well. But also what I have found is that cows and sheep for me were not a particularly high priority in Skyblock. Actually, in my single player worlds, while I do have cows and sheep, I very, very rarely use them. Something to keep in mind is outer islands are a good spot for cows and sheep to spawn. Like if you find your taiga island, there's a chance that when you bridge out to it, that there may be a cow or a sheep already there. So yeah, it's a handy one. What I do to spawn sheep and cows is I left the other island platform so they can spawn there. You just need leather? Yeah. Leather, I think... Yeah, I did. For leather, for me, I went to the to the nether and bartered with piglins. Buddy, thank you so much for the bitties. Don't worry, I'm going to be going for a little bit longer.
Shoot, I nearly missed you.
It's good to see you. We are trying to get goats. This may turn into a case of like I may just like leave my character AFK for a lot longer. Dude! 12 months! Thank you so much for the subscription, Putty. 12 months. An entire year. Oh, that's so appreciated. Thanks, Footy. Looks like I'll be doing some updating of things on the Temple to the Watchers for you today. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the goat farm for now. And I'll come back and I'll do some AFKing on this off stream. We can we've got it set up at least. I can't figure out which zombie villager mechanic. Everyone keeps dying. Oh. If I had it set up, I'd show you. It's a bit tricky, honestly. It is a bit tricky. You kind of need to... Oh, just a second. I need to put this back down to normal level. Otherwise, it might just cause issues for myself. You could have a look and see what we did in one of my earlier videos for Season 2. So, in one of my earlier videos for Season 2, Alfie and I did do the villager healing with a witch. So, yeah, getting the villagers into the zombie villagers into a boat, that's the first task, getting them situated. Have you gotten the witch hut cat from your witch farm? No, because we didn't have a witch cat show up. So I didn't get the black cat from the witch hut when I got there. So yeah, unfortunately we didn't get that. The black cat. Sorry, should have phrased that as black cat. You guys are going to be in the way, aren't you? Oh, my nose, sorry. If you get in the boat with the witch, you'll have a better chance. Just preferably not on hardcore. They sometimes do. Sometimes they just don't spawn. Okay. Oh, I love the axolotls. Let's get to business. We're going to... I think... Let's get this little setup built. Special kind of cat. They should have a witch cat, yeah. Technically, the black cat is a witch cat because, like, it is the best way to get a black cat is to go to a witch hut in Minecraft. So, like, that's the best way. If you do it, try to get them to spawn. It's incredibly rare. So, like, it took me a long time to get the one in Skyblock Kingdom Season 1. With my little familiar. Musical, you can be the witch and Slipshot can be the familiar. Let me see. I'm looking for spruce here. Okay, let's get rid of these boats for now. Right. Let's put this here. I was driving back home yesterday and saw a cute little black cat in my driveway, but I just realized I crossed his path. You'll be fine. Is this deep slate? This deep slate, yes. Isn't also like a full moon at a village as well? Yeah, it has to be a full moon, and then there's a chance to get a black cat. So if you were doing that, that's like once every 3 hours. I did that last season to get a black cat for Marmalade. Yeah. For those who do not know, I got everyone cats in Season 1 of SBK. And I got Marmalade a black cat, which took a very, very, very long time. Right, we are going to do some work here. Let's make this a nice room. So, I think, let's get some stone. I think that'll be a good one. Some stone bricks. Maybe you have a cracked stone brick as well. Oh, how fancy do we want to go? Because we could do like see if we can get a little mantelpiece going. We're going that level. Mantelpiece might be a little bit tricky. Walls. I could use walls. I have an IRL black cat and he constantly likes to run under your feet. Might explain why my look is always rough. Gora Bunny, do you have any tips for building mushrooms of all sizes, but especially big ones? Oh, I see a milkman. If we're talking like a mushroom like this, if we're talking about a mushroom like this, I'll be honest, I used a mod called Axiom to help me build this. So, literally what I did is I made a cylinder shape. I grabbed a tool which allowed me to kind of like take chunks out of the sides of the stem. And this shape just kind of like came together. So like I just like chopped it, bit into the stem. And then on top, I made a circle shape, but I squished it again using Axiom, chopped it in half. So I just had the top half and then put it on top here. So yeah. And then I used the planks here because the planks look like a little bit more like the underside of a mushroom. That's how I built this giant mushroom. And this is the only custom mushroom I have built ever. Because all the other mushrooms here are basically just Minecraft mushrooms. So yeah, that is probably the best tips I can give. Though I will say, I do know someone who is very good at building these kind of things, and that would be Acorn Bandit. Actually, I don't know if we can do a shout out for Acorn Bandit, but maybe we can. Acorn Bandit was my island partner from season 1 of Skyblock Kingdoms, and she is very, very good at the organic stuff. And I'm pretty sure she's done some tutorials or some stuff on mushroom building before. So yeah, that is what I could do. Ask him if the bank is open. If he says yes, just go over and say hi, lol. But actually, maybe we do. Guys, do we want to see if there's any contracts available? We see, because like we had a nice time doing a contract there the other day. Doing the bee one. Yes. That's a good plan. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. So much for let's see what we get instead of doing some more decorating. Decorating can happen anytime. Contracts. That is and then you're supposed to be up with your dude there. He's the same dude that I traded with earlier, I'm pretty sure. Sad man distraction. Absolutely. Let's go. Nice. Very nice. People might have seen that in Leon's video earlier. Okay. Also, I have got a decision to make when it comes to resin. Don't really need resin at the moment, but maybe in the future. Sure, but don't get Milkman excited about it. Milkman doesn't get excited about people doing contracts. Milkman doesn't get excited about people doing contracts because if people do contracts, it means that then he has to work. As far as he's concerned. Right. Let's see if there's any contracts in it. Oh, it does. Okay. Right. Well. Boo. Commiserations. We are closed. No. Should be. Fantastic. Actually, let's make it even cooler. Let's use. Let me see. Can I see firework? There we go. Fantastic. We are closed. Okay. But ask if the bank is open so his heart sinks for a moment, lol. He's making new ones not so long ago. Okay. Contract 31. Let's see what this one's got. Okay. Contract 31. Mimic the behavior and actions of another player for 30 minutes. They cannot catch on to you. This contract is fulfilled once you have successfully mimicked the other player for 30 minutes without them noticing. This contract is only worth +1 clump score to your kingdom if you are caught in the act. Hang on a second. Is this only like a once off? So like if you do it and you're caught, that's it. You just get 1 clump score. Oh, nah. That actually, honestly, I would never do it to Vintage anyway because Vintage would catch on like that. Vintage is so aware of these. Would be. She's too good at the kind of like the mind game stuff. I'm not going to be able to do this today. There's no way I'm going to be able to do this today, especially since Milkman probably knows this contract too. She recommended it. Yeah, this is not a contract that we can complete with Milkman. Even if Milkman's not aware of it, do it to Avid. Also, out of curiosity, just let me read this again. Mimic the behavior and actions of another player for 30 minutes. So, there's one problem with this. Does this mean that I have to mimic the behavior exactly for 30 minutes? Because if I have to do this exactly for 30 minutes... Also, if there's a Skyblock Kingdomer watching right now, shut your ears and shut your eyes. Because honestly, you should not be watching this right now. But, chat, what do you think? If I have to completely mimic exactly what another player is doing... and their actions. I don't have to do their... It says behavior and actions. It doesn't say I have to speak like them. That is... That is so... I don't know. This is so tricky. Like... I don't like this one. Honestly, I don't... It doesn't make sense to me. Like, come on. Like, think about it. If I was to go up and basically follow someone along, I'd like, from what I'm gathering, what I then have to do is someone is doing something and I have to kind of like follow along and do exactly what they do. For 30 minutes. It's only worth 4 clump. Do I have to mimic them in front of them? No, that's true. I could, in theory... It's... Can this be interpreted as me pretending to be someone else for 30 minutes? Okay. Give me a second. I'm looking at the wording of this because this is an interesting one. It just says mimic the behavior and actions of another player for 30 minutes. Let's listen to that sentence again. Mimic the behavior and actions of another player for 30 minutes. That just means I have to pick another player and pretend to be them for 30 minutes. They cannot catch on to you. But say I was mimicking Milkman for 30 minutes, but I was nowhere near Milkman for 30 minutes. But I'm still mimicking him for 30 minutes. It doesn't mean that he doesn't say that he has to be anywhere near me. This contract is fulfilled once you have successfully mimicked the other player for 30 minutes without them noticing. So, what I am reading here, the first sentence just says mimic behavior of another player. Doesn't say anything about that I have to be anywhere near them. So, make a game, as Simon says, they would be copying them. Could do, Simon says. Doing Simon says for 30 minutes, though. Unlikely to happen. The behavior and actions don't have to be exactly the same either. They just have to be similar. Oh, I have an idea, guys. I just had an idea. If someone was making a bridge to make a 2-wide bridge, lol, too, that's a good. Let me just read of what you guys are saying. So it doesn't say I have to mimic in front of them, or you could act like Milkman around Acorn for something, for throwing out an example. Exactly. Simone says, I don't want to ask Milkman for advice. I want to read this contract very, very carefully and see how I can play around with it. So if you act like Milkman, you can't have Acorn call you out. Only the person I'm mimicking can call me out. I think you got it, Law. Can you do a bit? Purely Luna, hi. Can you do a bit with Netherbank? Be all passive aggressive and mumbly about creating contracts, opening the bank, and gathering clump. Very true. Oh. He's online. He's online. He would notice straight away if I did this. Guys, I just had an idea. Only has to be 30 minutes. There's definitely 30 minutes in stream. Right. I have an idea. Thing is, if we do this, and we do this in a place where he can't find us. Oh, I am. Okay, we've got a little bit of setup to do, but it shouldn't take too long, and then we can hit the timer. Okay. I don't have to record, guys. This is being streamed. The VOD will be live. The VOD is not coming down, so it's all there. It's going to be live. Oh, I think this is kind of I am very curious to see what his reaction is going to be. So let me see. What do we need? We need a bit of pale oak. Actually, let's grab a whole bunch of pale oak because this is going to be quite useful. I need to grab. Let me just double check. I have this thing. I do have this thing. I need to grab a name tag because that'll make it possible to work during the day. How many levels do I have? I've got 12 levels. That's fine. I have emeralds. I don't need... No. Like, who needs to... only need one of these. And pop this in there. Okay. Now, I don't think he's watching my stream. If he's watching my stream, it probably would make it. If the correct. Oh, you could ask someone to chop wood with you, or someone else. Or yeah. Okay, let me see. We're gonna go this way. Oh, I should probably have an anvil. Is that gonna be enough? Might need, just in case my anvil breaks. Let's grab a little bit more iron. Not gonna take that one. Okay. According to the list, only Ruby is here, and we all trust Ruby. Oh, I trust Ruby. Absolutely. Should be kind of tempted to say, "Hey, Ruby, come join," but it's fine. He's probably busy doing stuff. Okay. Now, we're going to head out this direction. Let's see, 22:35. I need to get ready within like the next 5 minutes. You could also just AFK someone's farm and say you're mimicking that person AFKing. That'd be mimicking myself because I'm the one who does all the AFKing on this server. Well, no, I'm not the only one who does all the AFKing on the server, but like I think that's a little bit too close to... that's just a bit too close to home, I think. It's like I do that all the time, guys. Okay, so let's go use the vintage AFK machine. That could be I kind of want to do this because like this is a little bit cheekier. Okay, I think actually let's go this way. So I don't know if he knows about this spot. He may or may not. But I think if I go out here, this would be a good location to do the thing. Also, it's a perfect thing to say this is mimicking Milkman because he is literally the only person I think on the server who does this. So, yeah. Any excuse for improv, lol. Right, so what I say we do is we do about 10 minutes of the thing. And then we need to go complain about opening up the bank. That I think is an important part of it as well. Yeah. So what else does Milkman do that we need to include? Mimic Viking and make a server lag. That's going to take more than 30 minutes, I think. Get a mace. Oh, wait, that's what Milkman can't do. Okay, welcome to the location. Now, I am pretty sure he's going to see this as soon as I do the thing. So let me see. Where's a good spot to set this up? I think what we do... Is it nighttime? No, it's daytime. Okay, we actually can't start until the next nighttime. Shoot. Oh, that's annoying. Okay. Here, actually, I need to put a name on this name tag anyway. So let's call you Craig. If ever, and nobody has an idea of what we're going to be doing now. Now you do. Okay, well, while we wait for night to fall, let's get rid of these dudes. Might as well grab a little stuff and things. Let's see. Oh, this is boring. Like, why do people do this? Like, this is just... Oh, someone's done this recently. This would be a fool spot, I think. The clump tasks are genuinely such a good idea for content. They are. Like, I may have my issues with clump itself, but, like, the content that comes out of it, fantastic. Reminds me of Taskmaster. Mm-hmm. Keys? Ah, this is not a grandma one. Zen, Christian, how are you doing? Good to see you. Okay, well, while we're waiting for Craig to get ready, let's actually set up this spot here. So I think what we do, I'm gonna just clear out this little area here, because I think that would be a good way to get going. Oh, you're actually full. Fantastic. Yeah, this would be a good spot to work with. Just make this a bit bigger. And then what we want to do is we want to... See, the thing is, he's probably going to... stand... If I do this here... You could ask some... Miss Mori, I sometimes keep going and looking at your message and thinking, oh, sorry. That was up a little while ago. Okay. Just to catch up everyone who's been coming into stream just now, and a bit recently. We have to pretend to be someone else, so... for a clump task. So, we're going to pretend to be Milkman. And it's going to be... We're gonna do pretend to be the bank manager. So let's grab the thing that we need. Of course, what we really need is that where's that milk that awful that Leon head. Oh, if I had a milkman head, I could full on. You know, I have time. Like there's still. There's like 5 minutes. Let's run back and grab a milkman head, and we can full on impersonate him for that 5 minutes. It's the problem with writing contracts, people. When you write a contract, you have to make sure that you have all the wording correct and clear, so that there's no loopholes. Like, for example, that you can imitate someone, but they don't have to be anywhere near you, so they're not going to be able to catch you within the 30 minutes. Okay, let's pop back and see. I'm pretty sure we have some heads back in the base. I don't think I'm going to switch out my skin. No, I won't switch out the skin. That's just a bit too much. Bum, ba-dum, bum. Even with them online... I feel like that's, you're just not supposed to actually come to think of it. I'm only supposed to mimic the behavior, not the looks. So yeah, actually, yeah. Let's not do the skit. Let's not do the head. I was considering doing the head. I thought about the head just there, but like, it's a cool feature, but it's not. That's not behavior or actions. So everyone, when you're writing your contracts, make sure that you get your lawyer to look over them so that they can do so that you don't get caught with silly things like this. It just says mimic, right? It doesn't say. It doesn't specify. Nope. And you don't have to actually use the thing. Contract law with an Athra. Yes. Actually, I just remembered. Vintage actually can't write contracts. She can suggest it to friends, but she can't actually write contracts. Is there anything in this chest? Channeling. Kind of boring. Lawyer arc confirmed. Yes. I know things. Oh, so silly. Okay, let's just get rid of the things over here. Gives us a couple of minutes, because we've still got a couple of minutes before he's going to come out of his shell. I wonder if he's on... Does the... She suggested to Milkman. Oh, that's the problem, is that Milkman just didn't write the thing properly. As I'm sure Vintage would probably have thought of that, would have probably seen that detail. Possibly. I don't know. Maybe she might not have. Or maybe she thought it'd be funny just to see people do the loopholes. Honestly, that's probably what a lot of people live for when it comes to the contracts, is the loopholes that we find. Because Milkman was writing a contract on stream. Yeah. Oh, and then of course there's the fun thing about streams. When you stream, you don't think about all the same details, so it is a thing. Okay, should be good to take off my armor stuff now. It's not a problem. Just turn that off. Okay. Oh, only another minute before I can actually place this dude. Oh, I've done very little. Oh, we're about to hit ads. Do I snooze? Yeah, I'm going to snooze the ads for this round. We can have the ads in 5 minutes. Alright. He's online. Also, no one post this to the Discord till after the half hour. That's appreciated. I'm afraid to notify, but I think there might be a Milkman in the watching list of this stream. Possibly. If he is, he has to call it out in person. Okay. He hasn't appeared yet. Okay, maybe it's like on the 1830. I feel a disturbance. I did do the right thing, didn't I? Aha. Still has to find us. Okay. Of course, he could know where this is. He might know where this is. I don't know where he is, though. Craig. Where is he? Guys, he has to call it out in person. I wonder if he's in one of the side rooms. Craig? I hear him somewhere. Is he upstairs? Maybe he's upstairs. Oh, there you are, Craig. You gonna come down here? Oh, I don't think he can come down. I think we need to make a staircase for him. Okay, let's make a staircase for him. Craig? Aha! You coming down? I don't think there's enough space yet. Let me see. Over here, dudes. Okay, right now we just do what? Let's make sure that he stays with us. So yeah, there we go. Avid hasn't been to this one, Mrs. Chief. This is a full. This is a full trial chamber. Does it go on the other side? Craig, why are you not dropping your stuff? Oh. I didn't realize it went onto the heart. Okay, that's fine. Craig, you know, I think you know, you are quite the annoying neighbor, aren't you? You do like to kind of like hit people all the time, don't you? But then again, I suppose it's only fair because like I hit you back all the time, don't I, as well? So it's only fair. Like you get to hit me, I get to hit you. We're all friends here. It's a mutual amount of like tapping and punching and me grabbing your leavings and stuff like that, and that's just like how we work, isn't it? Like we're housemates. Like you're kind of frustrating. You're a little bit creepy, honestly. Isn't that just like the way it is? It's I know. I don't. No. Like he's a neighbor. He's not like It's not like someone that everyone kind of a little bit leaves his stuff all over the place, doesn't he? Oh, hi. I'm not doing a very good job of imitating Milkman. But then again, I don't have to completely mimic him. All I have to do is mimic what things that he does. He's a money machine, yeah. Craig, do you realize like that you are literally a money maker for the server? Yeah. Like, or at least for some people on the server, those that use this this stuff and are allowed to use this currency. I don't know. There's this weird place called Banner Grove that doesn't recognize this currency at all. So like, are you another wandering trader? What is this game? Another wandering trader. Oh my word, seriously? The pain you give to Craig, the pain you give to Craig gives you more money he gives. Oh, that's true, I suppose, yeah. I don't know, does he feel pain? Like, it doesn't seem to hurt him that much, like he hasn't died or anything. Like, most mobs will die if you hit them this much. And like, I'm only just giving him little taps. Now, when he hits me, that's a little bit more like, dude, I'm only just tapping you and like you seem to be fine. Compared to when you hit me, it's a lot. Yeah. Like you take a couple of hearts. Here come the ads, doo. Yeah, we'll just continue getting some clump while the ads are on. You know, it's kind of fun. But I don't think, if I said it was kind of fun, it doesn't really sound very milkman-y. Thankfully, I don't have to mimic his speech. I just have to mimic his actions, which is making a currency that only he can produce. Well, as far as he's concerned. No, actually, honestly, I do believe that Milkman is technically the only person who can make this currency. Which is why I'm only mimicking it, not actually creating the currency. Does wood have a nervous system? Not like a human nervous system. Or an animal nervous system. They are definitely a different style of life form. Ooh, excuse me. I can't believe an Athar would make a counterfeit clump. I'm only doing it because the book told me so. Okay. J Dudes, yay, you didn't get the ads. Also, I'm probably missing the clump that's on top of this as well. Is there a clump on top? Oh, we got a thunderstorm. Well, thankfully, the thunder is not going to affect me down here. Isn't that right, sir? Craig. Bum ba dum bum. Ooh, pretty. I like that sound. Let's call Avid. I'm sure he wants some free money. Honestly, I don't know how Avid would necessarily react to this. Actually, I do know how he'd story it. He would happily kind of like play around with that, I think. But, can we just call it resin instead of clump? Will we just call it resin instead of clump? Do you know what? I bet you he's going to wait at the bank. If he ends up waiting at the bank. It's funny. It's Craig instead of Craig, so why not clump instead of clump? Oh yeah, that's a good point. I'll use K instead of C. I like that. Ooh. Have you given up putting the stuff in the thing? Oh, that's the... Does he not do clump during the daytime? Oh, that's interesting. He only does clump at night. Even that. So the reason why I name tagged him was I was thinking, okay, then I could get the clump at during daytime. I did not know that. Okay, let me see. Dude, let me up the ladder. Okay, so that's only 58. I want a full stack before I do the thing. Just hide clump in barrels around the server. See, that's not really mimicking Milkman's behavior, though, because he doesn't hide... Oh, well, he does hide clump in one barrel, aka his bank stash, his clump stash. Like, he does do that. Now, dude, I'm kind of tempted to... Since... I don't really want to lose the name tag, though. So I think I'm going to keep him... I think I'm just going to leave you as you are. I was considering destroying the heart, but I think I'll leave the heart where it is. But I think what we can do is we might be able to expand this out a little bit more to get a little bit more clump space. Okay. Right, well, we've got another couple of night cycles. I think we've got... If we do one more night cycle... If we do one more night cycle, that'll be 30 minutes. Because this, at the moment, it's... for this next 10 minutes... For this next 10 minutes, it's just us and Craig. And we can't do any work. So, yeah. It's exactly what Milkman wants. It's like, I'll just sit back and relax and do absolutely no work. It's silly. Actually, let me just check something. I want to just check something quickly. Interesting. Okay, pretty much as I expected. But yeah, the whole clump thing. But yeah, my thoughts on the whole clump business, like, I personally think that the only person who can create the legal tender that is clump is Milkman. If he decides to expand that ability to others, that is his prerogative, because it is legal tender of the Pale Oak Kingdom. And they also have the ability to use logs as well, but that's just general Skyblock Kingdom's rules. But yeah. Am I a capitalist? Absolutely, in this server. Outside of this, IRL, probably not exactly. But in Skyblock Kingdoms, it's... I would probably describe myself as a generous capitalist. So it's all about providing resources for people that people can afford at good prices. But I also prefer fair currencies. So, and the one problem, the nice thing about this Skyblock Kingdoms is that the whole point is that everyone has got the ability to produce their own currency. When you start doing the clump stuff, though, that's when things get a bit tricky. I thought Pale Oak only had the poke sapling, not resin. It's true. So only Pale Oak are allowed to use the Pale Oak sapling. They are not exclusively allowed to use... So they don't have the right to say, we are the only people who can do resin. So anyone on the server can use resin as and do the heart, do the creaking heart and stuff like that. So anyone on the server can do that. But they were the only ones who had a creaking heart at the beginning of the server. So everyone else has to find their own ways. But when you start spreading a currency that can create a creaking heart, like, that is a thing. Spruce and dirt, yeah. Spruce had an easy means of doing dirt. but they don't have the exclusive rights to do the dirt on their own. The thing is, like, they're the only ones who can make podzol. Nobody else can make podzol. So that is just an impossibility for anyone else in the server because nobody else is allowed to grow spruce. I would say, so with the Nether Kingdom, we do have an exclusivity on Nilium. So nobody's allowed to grow Nilium. It's a funky one. Because Nilium is pretty much the only way we can get our saplings, the fungus. So the fungus can only be gotten through via Nilium, or Nilium, as Fu likes to call it. So it is a thing. What's the rule with Pale Moss? Pale Moss is open as well. Actually, Pale Moss is technically a little bit more open than normal moss. So if you get Pale Moss, anyone can have Pale Moss. But normal moss has got a slightly tricky issue with it, that it produces azalea saplings. Or azalea bushes. Which are... the only people who are allowed to grow them are Oak Kingdom. That has been a little bit tricky to navigate because people like using azalea bushes for building and like design and stuff, and like using like tables and things and make the place look pretty. So that is a little bit trickier. So yeah, he is selling Pale Moss, but like once you buy Pale Moss, technically you can reproduce it if you want to. It's just like, I'm not going to turn around and start selling Pale Moss. Just like I'm not going to turn around and sell any of this resin to anyone else in the server. I won't do that. That's not what I'm going to do. You can have saplings, you just can't grow them, was my understanding. Yes. But the only way you can get sapling, the only way you're really allowed to get saplings is via someone else giving them to you. If someone, like, if you find like oak sapling somewhere, it's just polite to ask before just like taking them. Marm Def didn't put it in her moss farm. She totally did. Oh yeah, I saw. But everyone, like, the thing is, like, that's the fun thing about it. Like, it is like figuring out those little details. But the most important thing is that nobody is allowed to grow a sapling that's not of their kingdom. That's the rule. The thing about it. But everything else is kind of like bits and pieces of respect and like making sure that you're like being sensible about it. And can you play with using this fake clump as an obvious fake currency? I could, but I don't really want to. I'm just going to pretend to be Milkman for another 10 minutes making clump, and then we'll name it clump at the end so that it's clearly clump, and then it's all done and I've completed the contract. And play with it on his shop as a joke. But also his server is kind people who all respect each other and aren't just going to do something to anger another member for real on purpose. Yeah. Like, for example, the way Alfie like used basalt to pay for resources in the way that Milkman, yeah, here we go. I think is it active? No, it's not active yet. Now it's active. So the way that Alfie used basalt to buy stuff in Milkman's shop because Milkman did it, that's kind of like, has to be kind of like smart. You have to kind of like make it worth what you're doing, like not just like messing around with it too much. has to be tasteful. Has to be good content. I think I'm learning bits and pieces on how clump works. I think it only really spawns around the heart. It doesn't seem to be spawning anywhere else. Meant like a joke that with basalt. Yeah. Oh no, I totally get you, Nala. No, I can totally get that. No, dude, I know you meant like a joke. Oh. Hopefully not in a bad way. Ooh. All that lightning. We did have a thunderstorm recently. So does that mean you have to die to a skelly now? Let me read that contract again. It doesn't mean I have to mimic his behavior exactly. It just means I have to mimic his behavior. And this is a large part of Milkman's behavior. Punching Craig to get currency. He slept. Milkman slept, guys. This is bound to happen. Well, you know what, Craig? It's been lovely meeting you. Let's do the thing that Milkman would definitely do, which is I think he used a star, an asterisk. So this is a very rare commodity, by the way, guys. This is the only clump on the server. Of course, what this means now is that there's no way for us to actually get any more clump. This does not have Silk Touch on it, so I need to grab Silk Touch. Where's my Silk Touch axe? Here we go. Right, so Silk Touch, Finger. Goodbye, Craig. We'll put you away nice and safely. Ah, the only clump on the server. Long may he reign. He's in a better place now. He's in my ender chest, nice and safe. He was the best of us. Now, guys, we need to go open up the bank and complain about it. Oh, I've got one bit of resin. I'll be honest, if I bump into Milkman and he calls me out, I think it'll be worth the one clump. It'll be totally worth the one clump score. So, if he does call me out on it, it'll be worth the one clump score because like it's a fun little bit. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's go back. Let's go open up the bank, inverted commas. And if he shows up... Actually, even funnier. What I'll do is when I get to the bank, I will type in chat, the clump bank is open for the next minute. and see what happens. Okay, think that's the best thing to do. Okay. Did I do something milkman phobic? I don't know, actually. Actually, I think if he decides to play with this, I think this could be not milkman phobic. I think this could be perfect, just like little nugget of content for him to have fun with, and to like really go. Oh, he's just been shot by another skeleton. Poor milkman. He might not make it to the bank. How many skeletons does he have? He must be going up against the 4 horsemen. I'm guessing. There's no way for us to know because like he's not like streaming or anything like that. Guys, I love how this stream was supposed to be about getting goats. The goats never spawned because like they take forever to spawn. And now we are pretending to be Milkman for a bit. Well, mimicking his behavior. We're not pretending to be Milkman. We're just mimicking some of his behavior. Okay, someone broke this. What? Okay, that's annoying. Looks like I'm going to have to get that fixed. Alright, well, we can fix that later. Let's fix that after we've opened the bank. Are you giving Milkman flowers? I wouldn't mind it. I could give flowers. I feel like there's a goat milk joke in here, but I can't find it. Dude, I'm pretty sure, actually, don't goats in Minecraft give you milk as well? I think they do. Mm-hmm. Okay, right, ready to go. Let's join the employees. Open for the next. When did I start this? I started this. Has it been a full 30 minutes yet? I kind of want to do this for the last minute. It's bad to get someone's goat mission complete. That's true. Yeah. Here, maybe I can check on... Let me quickly check the thing. So, it is... When did I hit the first? Okay, 203. Right, I think we're about... Let's just say... Oh, bank is open for the next minute. Oh. I just realized, if I was properly mimicking Milkman, he wouldn't have the clump on him. He'd have to run back to his base to get the clump. Oh. Mm-hmm. When did I type that actually? That was... Actually, I can check the time. Check the timestamp. It was 23:17. Okay, if it gets to 23:19, then I know it's been a minute. Mm-hmm. So as soon as it hits 23, is it 23:19? His response is hilarious. Cameron Ray, how are you doing? Good to see you. Oh, it's 23:19. Bank is closed. Let me see. Let's call it. Let's say. Wahoo. We are closed. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to just... Lads, I'm just going to leave this clump here in the... No, do we leave it here or do we just run over and give it to Milkman? Okay. Do we leave it in the bank? Or do we... let's do... Maybe we do a poll. Let's do a poll. Poll... Yeah, oh, didn't do the thing. Leave it in the bank. Where it's supposed to be, show it to Milkman. Yeah, okay, if we're getting a bit of a mix. You need to turn in your book anyway. That's true. Do you know what? Let me see. Currently we're at... You go back there. You can't see the clump score because you're... I'm not a big fan of like how they're keeping the guys in here. It's a bit messy. Let's see. So we're on clump score 4. How is Doke on 0? That is so... I was not expecting that. Birch is on 9. Okay, let's go back. Let's go to Milkman. He's green, so he's fine to be interested. Yeah, but like I would have thought maybe they haven't done any contracts. I suppose that could be it. Right. Let's do the thing. Hello. Oh, maybe he's not at his base. Here, I'll sleep. Oh, he could be in his base. If he's in his base, then he might not be able to hear me from here. Maybe he's gone fishing. Oh, dudes. Whatever you say about Clump, like, the building is fantastic. Like, okay, there is a ghast over there. And I see skeleton horses over there as well. So maybe he's over there. You know, for someone who says it's green and approachable, he's not very approachable right now. He's because if he's over on that island. Is there a spare ghast? I don't know if there's a spare ghast though. I think Poke has 2 ghasts. Yeah, they do have 2 ghasts. Consider a chest inside Craig's area. True. A great way for a vacation. I could go get my happy ghast, but that is a little bit of a distance. Here, let's see. Caution, cat crossing, no guests of kingdom allowed. Well, I'm currently not a guest because I haven't even seen him yet. So that clearly doesn't include me since I'm not a guest right now. How'd you get onto... Okay. He is... They're both the happy ghasts are over there. I'm guessing he's over there. Either that or he's trying to figure out a way to get back over there without his happy ghast. Well, the thing is, I do need him to confirm this before I get the club score. Even if it's just 1. Sorry, Nazareth, back now. Had to do something. That's fine, Bear. Sorry, kid. You prefer kid. Can you message him to come over? I could, yeah. You fishing? I'll just see if he's fishing. If he's fishing, then I'll go. I know that's where he is. Kinda. Okay. Guessing we figured out where he is. Like I could run back and get Corny, but it is a little bit of a distance. Oh, he just left the game. Ender pearls are not going to get me over there, I think. If I did, there's a good chance that I would probably end up hitting the void or oh, all right. Okay, I'm gonna run over and grab a happy ghast because like his ghasts are too far away. It's only for, like, do I have time? Don't have a lot of time. This is where having happy ghasts going through the nether, having nether portal options would be ideal. Okay. It is a slow journey. And unfortunately, because of how Bamboo have built their bridge, I can't just drag my happy ghast along on a lead to speed it up. Okay, we'll get over there. We'll just... What I could do is, if I need to, I can leave my happy ghast... Well, no, we don't want to leave my happy ghast behind. Okay, we'll just go as fast as we can. Corny, you ready to go? Spare lead, just in case, because we know you and your... Let's just go. I see an avid... Oh my word, this is so slow. Hold your applause. Sure. I think it is... Let me see. Yeah, if I just go straight. I know that's unusual for me. What is that castle? That would be Bamboo. That should be the Bamboo Kingdom. Oh. Speed potions. I wish you worked with happy gas, because like that would be amazing. I see poke. Yeah, it's slowly coming into view. Actually, if I keep an eye on the time, I can get an idea of how long it takes me to get from place to place in the server on a happy ghast. Okay, it's taken about. J dudes, thanks so much for popping by. We'll see you soon. Have a lovely weekend. Let me see. It's been about, what, maybe 1 minute, and I've gotten to Bamboo. Okay, so maybe it just take about another minute to get to Poke then. Especially if I go directly to the island. Oh, wow. I've got a fishing rod in my ender chest. Okay, if we decide to go fishing, I've got a fishing rod in my ender chest as well. Also, I've realized I didn't bring... Do I have... An enchantable saddle would be neat. Ooh. I think I have... Actually, just in my I think I've got in my bundle, I think I have a spare lead and possibly a snowball. So, okay, it's been 2 minutes. Maybe 1 more minute and we'll get there. I see a happy ghast is over there, which means that's probably a milkman. He's come back by the time... Lads, by the time I have actually gone to get my happy ghast to go visit him, he has brought his happy ghast back over to the main island. It's a ghast play date, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Oh, there he is. Oh, I think he's going back over to the... Oh, I see him there. Did I have a spare snowball? I don't think I did. Ah. I like the horses. Now I'm mimicking him. I suppose, yeah. Hello.
Oh, hello?
Hi.
Hi, welcome.
I kind of have a contract to submit.
Right now? Really? Now? I just flew all the way out here now?
I could just give it to
Yeah.
you. I don't have to. We don't have to give it to you in the bank, do I?
No, I suppose the contracts are kind of like you fill them in on your own, so you're all good. Here, just hook up your gas here. Is this your gas? You fly all the way over here?
Well, I realized both your gas were on the island, so I was like, okay. So.
Oh, right. Yeah, I
That-
did. Well, I lost the leads, so I couldn't get them back
Yeah.
easy. Also, I died over here, and my spawn was over there, so it was a bit of an ordeal.
Okay. First of all,
that's
before
all
I do the
situational.
contract, can I just compliment you on these amazing waterfalls? Because like
Oh, well, thank you. Yes.
they are
The waterfalls. They are waterfalls.
crazy. I love them.
Thank you.
Also,
thank you.
I'm
You
guessing.
want to see what I'm working on now? I am.
Ooh.
There's a little bit of a secret project going on over here. This is just some off-stream work, off-camera work. 'Cause,
I am
just
currently
figured it would
streaming,
probably
just
be
to
for the best.
clarify.
Yeah, that's fine. It will probably never make an appearance in a video or stream.
Yeah.
But inside, I'm adding creeper farms.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
Yeah. So this is one that's complete. They're very bad. They're not that good. They're slow, but
It's just
they
like
are getting the job done.
Here, let me do like just like having them in the background to do like a little bit of here or there. Like that's gonna be
Yeah. So
handy
the
for bits and
idea
pieces.
is I want to set up a few creeper farms here,
Mm-hmm.
and then on like under the lake, I'm gonna do
Yeah.
sugarcane. So anytime I come here to fish, I'll be also farming rocket.
That's
the same
great.
time.
Yeah,
Um,
because like that's
just enough
come
for
at some
like,
point.
me, probably. I'm toying with also selling them possibly, but then again,
yeah.
they're very slow. There's another, if you go under this cube, that's gonna be another one, and then there's
Yeah.
another one on the far side.
I think
Um,
the only
three.
person I think who's planning on possibly selling rockets at as well is possibly Trog.
I've heard Viking might.
Is he?
This one I just finished. And
Yeah.
it's pretty slow. I've got
I-
7.
I
so
think
far,
like
and
the
that was
fact that like you've got a
30
few of
minutes
them
ago.
near each other, they will just like they'll work together.
Yeah, they'll work
So-
passively. If there's just enough here, it
Mhm.
will kind of get the job done. Is what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
This one especially. The one over there is bad because it has like almost no spawning space.
Mm-hmm.
effectively.
Oh, I can hear it working though.
Yes.
That's cool. So what was the way in? Oh, it was in here was the way in, yeah. Oh, that's almost like a little secret lair. Ideas. Ideas. Spoilers for stream, and actually probably spoilers for everyone else in the server as well. I'm cooking.
You're cooking.
I've got an idea cooking. I've got an idea cooking. I have to work on.
You got like a turkey in the oven or something?
Maybe. Who knows? Yeah. Anyway, here is a here's a contract that you made.
Sorry,
be like,
keep running off. I'm like mid build here, so it's hard to keep up.
No, that's fine.
Let's see this. Am I gonna need? Is this one I need to verify or something?
I'll leave you decide that.
Oh, this one. Mimic the behavior and actions of another player for 30 minutes. They cannot catch on you. So, well, who did you mimic? Who did you follow?
No, the thing is, if you read that, I don't have to be anywhere near the person to mimic.
Did you?
And I only have to mimic behavior that is associated with the person.
Okay. I'm understanding what you did here now.
I think you are understanding what I did. Now, I will be totally fine if you just turn around and say, no, that's not done correctly. Or that you only get one clump out of it.
I hate to break it to you, but I don't think this counts. And here's why. It does say mimic the behavior and actions of another player for 30 minutes. Not just the behavior. No, not just do like an impression of the character. It says mimic the behavior and actions. My intent with this contract was to have someone have you go up to someone.
No, I know what the intent was.
And then just
But I also know how absolutely impossible it is actually to do that for 30 minutes.
Well, okay, sure, but that's why it's meant to be a little tricky. That's why the score's so high, like return for it.
Well, do you know what?
Plus,
it gave me a good giggle for about 40 minutes. So here you go.
Wait, what is it? Hey.
That is not legal tender.
Yeah.
But if you want to, you could turn it into legal. Huh? If you wanted to, you could turn it into legal tender. But you're the only one who can make it legal tender.
I don't like this one bit, Anathra. I don't like what you've just given me. I hate seeing this. This is. Here's what we're gonna do. All right. You are gonna do this contract again the right way.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw this straight into the void. And we are gonna pretend this never happened. And I better not see any of that counterfeit crap, any of that garbage in my fine establishment. You hear me?
No, it's never gonna.
Zero.
No. I will be honest. That's never going to be used. I will never use that as currency. No. I'll be complete. No. I will be absolutely honest.
I've heard rumors. There are people conspiring against.
There may be people conspiring against you, but they are not me. I have said this before. You are the only person who can turn that into currency. Okay.
Well, I'm glad we're on the same page here.
And even still, doesn't mean that you can use it in my shops.
I would love if that were the case. But, okay,
I know.
Here, since you did at least attempt the contract and unfortunately did fail, I'll give you this. We'll cut the time in half. 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
If you could pull it off for 15, Find someone while they're, going about their business and just shadow them. Just shadow them for 15 minutes. See what happens.
Okay, cool. I will.
I'll allow that.
Yeah. There is a chance that I may accidentally get rid of your dude. So, here,
That's
use
okay.
that lead.
I'm at the ready.
Oh, you're at the ready. Okay, cool.
I'm at the ready.
Let me let go of Greg.
Got it.
Yay. Okay.
They're so slippery.
Corny, come down here, please. Corny, come to me. And
is that why you were saying the bank's open or whatever?
Of course. I was curious whether you were going to come over and see what's he doing over here.
I was just kind of confused at everything going on in the chat, if I'm being honest. I'm just over here building, and suddenly,
yeah,
up to something.
Somebody's doing
All right,
things.
well, safe travels.
Thank you. Chat soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, there you have it, guys. He's paranoid. The angry sad milkman. 15 minutes is easier. Will I actually do the contract? I actually don't know. I personally don't think it's a practical contract. Because it is I don't. Yeah. Yeah, that's just my personal feelings on it. But you know what? If that's a contract, it just means that it's just going to be out for a long time. Maybe never going back into the system. But I was being completely honest with him. The thing is, Clump is something that only he's allowed to make. Or in the case, anyone who he designates is allowed to make. That's the rules. So he's never going to have me making counterfeit Clump. Okay? That's one thing I will clearly make. Half time is great trade-off, to be fair. Also, it was hell of amusing. It's something that, the thing is, if you go around and you mimic someone, if you just go, start doing the whole, copying exactly what someone said and stuff, you get called out so quickly. Nobody, Avid is online. And guys, I'm not doing it now because I need to finish up stream. That's the benefit. As long as the person you are mimicking knows you are mimicking them, then you are good. Avid would be a good target. See, Avid would know that I'd be mimicking him and he'd call me out straight away. I'm pretty sure. Okay, let's get you down here, and I think I can just drag you along. Yes, I can. Don't have to mimic speech. Is he getting caught? No, he's not getting caught. Only mimic the person that is also live streaming. This is why I don't have arches on my bridge, because then I can do this with my happy ghast. Don't burn, don't burn, don't burn, don't burn. Okay, I think, yeah, we can... We're going to have to fly you up anyway, dude. Okay, come over here. Chicken gamble for 15 minutes. That is potentially a way around it. Actually play a game. Spare lead. Here we go. Okay, right. I'm going to keep this for now. I'm probably not going to touch it for a while, though. Give it a break for a bit. Maybe, do you know what? Maybe Fool wants to play with that contract. Aren't gas immune to fire? Happy gas, I don't think are immune to fire. Okay. Right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for hanging out today. We do need to finish up, though. Now, I know someone hasn't redeemed it, but it would be nice to do at least one more breeding session before we finish up. Much better to have your head of the person you're going to mimic. Yes. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, car. Right, let's go. Right. Right, so we're going to try and do... Let's do Ken and Barbie. Ken. And Barbie. Barbie. There we go. Let them make a baby. What did we get this time? We got another gold. Okay, let's get a gold one in the bucket. In the bucket, in the bucket, in the bucket. Oh, these guys are so slippery. Oh, shoot. So slippery. And gold. There we go. Goldie's in the bucket. Okay. Right. Let's do brown, Axie and blueberry. Axie and blueberry. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. We need to keep a little bit of oxygen here. So Axie and blueberry. Blueberry. And did that work? And Axie. So often I've accidentally... Oh, they made a baby? Ah, we got another cyan one. Okay, let's get some cyan in the buckets. Oh, come on. Where are we, dude? One of the disadvantages of actually decorating this place is that it's hard to catch them. Okay, I'm pretty sure this is... Let me just double check. It is gold here, isn't it? There we go. Gold. And... cyan. Just quick check. It didn't just mess my... No! Guys. I accidentally waterlogged a spot that did not need waterlogging. This is one of the dangers of playing with water buckets, is that they can mess things up. Okay, let's clear this water bucket out so I can use it. And fix up that water that's just started flowing out of the bottom of the shroom. That's destroyed a whole bunch of my fauna. Okay, that's sorted. If I need to, I'll fix that later. It's fine. Okay, so this will add some more to the book. Oh, I just realized I didn't get around to doing the Temple to the Watchers. Okay, which I don't have time to do now. Shoot. Okay, I need to remember on Monday to start in the temple. Okay, we're up to 5 gold, 3 cyan. Okay. Okay, guys. Yep, I completely forgot that we were going to run out of time to go to my single player world and put all the details in there for what's happened today on stream. For those who do not know, I have a build in my single player world called the Temple to the Watchers, and in the Temple to the Watchers I celebrate my viewers, like those who have got stream streaks. We celebrate them, people who have raided and people who have cheered bits. All that gets recorded in the Temple to the Watchers on my single player world. But yeah, we kind of got distracted doing Milkman stuff. Anyway, look, it's fine. It's fine. I will take a note to start. I might even just do a stream for my single player world on Monday, maybe. Or actually, do you know what? I'll try and get it done. Try and get those details put into the temple tomorrow off stream at some point. Yeah, I'll just make a note there. Actually, I'm not going to have time tomorrow to do anything in the worlds tomorrow. Busy, busy. It is a busy, busy time. Okay. Right, let's have a look and see who is live tonight. Could you invite someone to do a task with you so you can mimic their actions and they won't get suspicious? Might be an option. We might do that. Okay, we'll figure out ideas. Consider a chest inside Craig's area. I missed. Okay, let's see. Anyone live on YouTube? There is nobody live on YouTube. Okay. Well, YouTube people, we will be finishing up stream then shortly. We don't have anywhere to redirect to tonight. Let's see. Twitch. Who is live? There's always someone live on Twitch that we can find. Okay, seeing Alfie. Bunch of people playing the new Silk Song game. There. Oh, here we go. Okay. We could go. Who do we want to go to? Oh, that's strange. Is Alfie not streaming on YouTube tonight? Because usually he streams on YouTube. Let me do a quick check. Is definitely not streaming on YouTube. You might have forgotten us, maybe. He's not live on YouTube. Okay, well that's fair. But anyway, okay, right. I think what we'll do then is we'll just finish up then. We'll just go over to Alfie, I think. Especially since I know I can drop you guys off at Alfie and do a quick hello and goodbye because like it's been I need to head to bed. So let's go raid Alfie on Twitch. YouTube, thank you so much for hanging out today, and I will see you guys. Next stream should be Monday evening. Don't have anything on Monday evening that will blacken the way. No, I think it should be good. So I will see you guys all then. And maybe we might have a look at the task again. Maybe we won't. I don't know. But yeah, I will see you guys all very, very soon. And have a good rest of your weekend. Let me just finish up on YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. And Twitch, we have our raid messages. Grab a raid message.